Day 3 of our Genius Invocation TCG adventure. It's really turning into an adventure now, because we have had to travel across all of Teyvat so far, going to all of the different venues for the competition. I can already see it. Investigating the card snatcher with Charlotte. And we've also brought Kirara home. We've already seen her in Mondstadt and Liyue. So now she's back home in Inazuma, which is great. I love when she turns into her Neko parcel. So cute. Alright. So we still don't really know what this card snatcher wants, or as I've said, even if it's the same person in all these cases. And what does this have to do with the mystery behind the tournament organ or the creators of the game who have not ever been seen? I think there's probably a connection, but I don't know what. These guys right here. Anyway, I don't have Yai Miko or Kokumi, who I saw in the trailer. I do have Red and Shogun. I brought Kazuha back. Kazuha can come back to visit Inazuma again. Hello, I guess. Okay, here. We can be the champion. See? We win! We're the only one here. Alright. Where actually is this starting? I missed the dialogue from before. Okay. Go to Rito to investigate the card snatcher. Well, that's where we are now. The Iridori Festival was here too. That was so much fun. The Iridori Festival, that's one of my favorite events ever. Let's see. Off we go. I also just did Yoimiya's story quest too, so we also went through Rito to board a ship there. And maybe we'll get some visitors here too. Actually, no, we're the ones coming off of the ship this time.
Whoa, look! Promo posters everywhere from the moment you arrive in the harbor!
Yeah, I guess Genius Invocation TCG is a pretty big deal in Inazuma and Sumeru, but especially because, like, the light novelists are based in Inazuma, so that's where the lore comes from for the game. So it's probably a really big deal here.
I'm curious about the two inventors of this game every time we see the posters.
Me too.
You're not the only one. There's so little information.
I'm more curious now
that
because everybody else is curious, and I think because everybody is curious, that's gonna mean it's gonna have
while others say
connections.
That they're not actually the inventors at all.
Hmm.
By the way, have you two ever read a book called King of Invocations?
I just picked up the first chapter the other day, and we read it. I haven't read it. I've only heard of it. No, we read the first chapter.
Well, it's a story about a young boy who gets possessed by the spirit of the Crocodile King and becomes a TCG player. It's quite fascinating. I made sure to read it before coming on this trip.
That's right, because Charlotte is very knowledgeable. That's what it takes to be a journalist.
Is the boy who was possessed. Well, the true inventors of the game are the Crocodile King and Ibis King from the legends.
Each of these theories
that seems like a fan theory.
Exactly.
But you know what? In Teyvat, this stuff could actually be real. So who knows?
But that only fueled the debate further, and the book's sales skyrocketed.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it does seem like a marketing scheme.
Novels are a major part of why Genius Invocation TCG has become so popular. Just look at the venue. They're almost treating this like a national festival.
They are. Not quite like the Iridori Festival, but still pretty close.
You can be sure that the Fox Lady is behind all
That's
this.
for sure. The marketing scheme.
Fox Lady?
We'll introduce you to her. We have big connections here too.
She's chief editor of the Yai Publishing House. Paimon can just imagine her eating some fried tofu as she instructs her editors to use this event to boost light novel sales.
Oh, yes, I've been in that situation many times myself. Although in our case, the boss would be drinking coffee and talking about newspaper sales.
Sounds like bosses are the same everywhere.
Maybe some of them. Cards out. Grievances Begone. Alright, here we go. Whee! I bet we will see Kirara here, because she probably has to come back. This is where they are headquartered after all. Alright, look for clues in Rito.
The scenery in every nation is so different. This trip is really paying dividends.
Good thing that
Yeah.
you're able to be so optimistic about it. It sounded like you were pretty much forced to come on this trip whether you wanted to or not.
That's true, but wait.
Huh?
If you're having fun, it's not like work. It's
That who Paimon thinks it
it's
is?
A.
It's A!
Hello.
Traveler, Paimon, we meet again.
We meet again. Hello, A.
Oh, who is this?
Who is this? Well,
Allow Paimon to introduce you. Seems like that's all Paimon's been doing these past few days.
okay, we're helping Charlotte build up her network too.
She's a journalist from Fontaine. And this is A.
She is the right and
she's a user with
Shogun.
Amazon.
What? You mean Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami
Yeah, her
Okoto
statue is
God
everywhere.
Hello. Please forgive me for not recognizing you.
As a guest from afar, there's no need to be so formal.
Right, okay. Oh, each of your acquaintances is more impressive than the last.
Well, she wasn't always our
Nico invited
acquaintance,
me here
but,
to
but now we
experience
are.
the fun and festivities, along with everybody else.
That's good. How's that been going?
Oh, Paimon gets it. The tournament venue is full of excitement and tasty food. And Miko didn't want you to miss out.
I guess I'll let you catch up for now. We can meet up later, just like last time.
Sure, if that's what you like to do.
Sure thing. See ya, Charlotte.
She didn't do her homework on this one.
Perhaps she felt a little intimidated by me.
Just a little bit.
She's probably fine. Don't worry, she didn't leave because of you.
Yeah.
We've split up like this in previous places.
She's also here to do
Cute.
research
So, how do you like Genius Invocation TCG?
and to investigate.
Paimon bets you're enjoying watching the tournament matches.
Maybe she's in the
Wow.
tournament.
In fact, I myself am competing in the tournament.
Ooh, fun!
Wait, really?
Really?
Why is that surprising? Playing cards is an ancient form of entertainment, and I was curious to see what card games are like in this day and age.
Pretty fun. How's the tournament been?
I advanced all the way to the semifinals.
Oh, good for you.
The semifinals? That's amazing! So when's your next
And hopefully we
match?
won't miss it this time. We've missed like all of our friends'
Unfortunately,
matches.
The semifinals is where my journey ended. The reason being...
The reason being that she lost to me. And when I say lost, that doesn't begin to do it justice. It was quite a humiliating defeat.
Well, only Miko could admit it in such a straightforward way. How unfortunate.
I'll pretend I didn't hear
Well,
that.
it's okay with being sarcastic too.
I only lost because I was duped by her little tricks.
What's wrong with my little tricks? Trickery within the scope of the rules is better known as ingenuity. It's not my fault that some people spend all their time cooped up in Tenshukaku and never have the chance to hone their skills.
What a unique friendship.
Indeed. Don't worry, next time A will beat you. She'll have more practice, I'm sure.
You're right, though. I should make an effort to get out more. Many things have changed now that Inazuma is at peace. However, it seems that some
I
people
love this big
continue
tree
to
in the middle
fear
of
the
Rito.
divine light, just as before. In some of my tournament matches, I could see my opponent's hands shaking, hesitant to play their cards. Now that I think about it, perhaps they were scared of what would happen if they defeated me.
Well, I do suppose your reputation precedes you, and you have executed many enemies before. So, you can't blame them, I guess. But yeah, still, I feel a little bit bad.
Oh, dear, dear. Other players lose their games and throw a tantrum. You win yours, and yet you still find a reason to mope about it.
Well, that's
I
the kind
invited
of
you out
person
for
she
some
is.
simple fun and games. Oh, I should have known you'd be like this.
Well, A's still
Anyway,
always worrying
you
about
should watch
trying
and
to
learn,
learn
because
how
I plan on
humans
using
interact,
some more of
but
my little tricks to
without
defeat
scaring
that
them off.
divine priestess from Watatsumi Island. Mhm.
Oh, so Kokomi's your opponent in the finals?
Ooh, that's gonna be an exciting match.
On one side will be your erstwhile comrade in arms, the leader of Watatsumi Island, and on the other will be head shrine maiden Yai Miko, the wise and beautiful. So, little one, who will you support?
Miko, come on. No need to
I
put
don't
them on the
have to
spot
answer
like
that.
I know. I just wanted to see how they'd react. The venue is right over there. Why not go and take a walk around? Oh, and if you meet my fellow finalist, do pass on my regards.
We will. Thank you, Miko. Thank you, A. Nice to see friends again. Oh, it was so different when we... Inazuma was so different, you know. We didn't have Kirara, you know, our cat delivery lady. Well, she was probably around. We didn't see her, though. And, you know, the Raiden Shogun puppet wanted to kill us, and then A wanted to kill us, and then Miko tried to help us, but was very, very strange about it. And look how far we've come now. We can just hang out with it. The two of them get to be friends again, and we get to hang out with them once in a while, too.
Miko, the people of Inazuma are afraid of me.
And for good reason, no? A bolt of lightning from you would make even my fur stand on end.
You know I would never do such a thing.
Nor would I eat anyone. Yet a writer of mine seems convinced that I'd turn into an evil kitsune and eat him alive if he doesn't submit his drafts on time.
Yeah.
Honestly, where do people get these ideas?
Yeah, people have
Although to be
have quite
fair,
grand
after I
ideas
learned
about
that he
what
was
the divine
afraid
are
of me,
capable of
I
and what
did
they would
start
do.
acting like I might actually eat him. Needless to say, his punctuality is now improving with each draft.
Oh, I suppose that works out. But I mean, like, for a long time, like, Raiden Makoto was, like, you know, the kind and peaceful Archon, and A, the Kagemusha, was the one who, you know, slayed all the enemies of Inazuma and led them all into war and battle. So I guess now that she is trying to learn to be more peaceful and understanding people and their customs in the present day now, people do have quite a frightening impression of her. It cannot be helped. The only thing is just maybe to slowly adjust to how they think of you, slowly over time. Oh, hello, Ito and Shinobu!
Hey, compadre. And Flying Lavender Melon.
Hello.
Oh,
It's
Tucker, don't call Paimon that in public!
it's a flying lavender melon. It's been too long. Did you two compete in the tournament?
What would this tournament be without Arataki, the ultimate TCG champion, Ito?
Well, you can't be the champion if you
Matter
win.
of fact, the whole Arataki gang showed up in force. Our goal? To bring home the grand prize.
Mm-hmm. How well did that work?
As fate would have it, Boss was the only one who didn't make it out of the qualifiers.
Hey,
Oh, well.
That's not the point. It was
And
just
not
some
the
bad
point.
luck,
It's
that's
the
all.
thought
I
that
got
counts.
matched
It's the
against a strong
spirit.
opponent in
It's
the
the
first round.
energy that Ito puts into the
Besides,
game.
It was a close match. It could have swung either way.
I'm sure.
I wouldn't exactly call losing in 3 rounds a close match.
Hey, Shinobu, cut me some slack in front of my friends, okay? Anyway, it's not like you did much better. Weren't you beaten by that fish lady? Sandy Mamma Mia? Whatever her name is.
Sandy Mamma Mia.
Sangonomiya Kokomi? Watatsumi Island's military strategist?
Yeah.
Yes, she beat me fair and square. I don't have a
Yeah.
problem
Shinobu
with that.
and Kokomi are both really smart. I
Well,
would have loved to
anyway,
see that match.
I've noticed something in this competition. If you want to win big here, you need style. That's right. I'm talking card backs. I lost my match because my backs were whack.
Your backs were whack.
Style of card backs and a player's skill don't have anything to do with
No,
each other.
Paimon, it's about the confidence they get when they have clout.
Milan.
You understand? The card backs
It's
give
just
them
like how the
clout,
strongest
and they
Oni
need
Kabuto are the
clout
brightest
to
colors
feel
on
like they're
the
gonna
back.
win.
If your cards
And if
look
they
cool,
believe they're gonna
you'll
win, they're
definitely draw
gonna
a better
win.
hand.
Speedle fighting and playing TCGs are completely different. In cards, you actually have to rely on your
Yeah.
own skill.
Yeah, you're not just coaching the
Uh-huh.
beetle.
Yeah, there's no use arguing with you. Why don't we let our friend here weigh in,
I think Shinobu has a point. Why don't we play a match and see?
Hey, you're right. That's a pretty neat idea. How about this? Shinobu, lend me your deck. You've got some pretty slick card backs.
Hey.
But the Traveler probably has cool card
Oh, we
backs
do. We have
too.
this custom
Maybe even
commissioned
better
one
than
from
yours.
a monster
Okay,
artist.
In that case, you can use my deck.
Boss, how do I put this? Nobody could win with that deck of yours.
I wonder if
No
they know
matter
anything
who
about the
uses it.
card snatcher though, with
Hey,
all this talk
quit
about card
busting my
backs. Do you know a
chops.
treasure chest card back?
Sheesh. What do you say, Traveler? You got time for a match now?
Genuinely? Wow, I thought we were gonna come up with an excuse to not actually duel, like every other time. But I guess now that TCG is actually a function in the game, I guess every time Ito wants to duel, we actually duel.
Great. See? This is what I call a true compadre.
That's true. I'm a true compadre. That's right.
All right, I'll be the judge then.
Let's do it.
Just remember to take it easy, you two. This isn't a high-stakes match. It really doesn't matter who wins or loses.
No, whoever wins gets clout.
It's the cry of my cards, cheering me on in the wind.
My cards, you mean?
Oh no. Wait, no, you're not gonna let me use my cool card backs? Of course he has himself on his team. I was gonna say, he doesn't have Shinobu on his team, but there's no Shinobu card yet. Well, now they gotta add a Shinobu card. That would actually, I feel like that'd be really good. Well, I don't know. I only know how the cards play based on how the characters play, which actually works out more often than not. Alright. Well, you seem to have an Ushi card, which is very cute. I like the Ushi art. I like the Kazuha plunging attack art and the Keqing swinging her sword art. So I'm gonna go with that because those all seem like very cool cards.
We're gonna make this the most exhilarating TCG duel ever, compadre.
I'm sure we will.
I don't think either side will have a good time dealing with Boss's deck.
Yeah, what do I make? Okay, I think I need to use Chongyun first, and then I can do the super conduct.
Time for some training?
If that's how it's. Oh no, I have to roll. Oh no, it's not like that game mode where I get to like have all of the Omni dice. I gotta actually play the game. Oh, the cryo. Okay, this is good. Never mind. We're set right now. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is what does this do? After Chongyun equips this card, immediately use Chonghua's Layered Frost once. Is that this? Is that this? It is. Okay, and what does this do? For one extra dice or die spent, it will cause your Claymore, Sword, and Pole Arm wielding characters to deal 1 more damage. Starting duration +1. I read that all out of order, but what I think it means is if I use this, it will also give this entire team of Claymore characters I see boost.
Forth, my blade.
And it also gives some cryo infusion. Yeah, it does. It gives some cryo infusion. Okay. What do the rest of these cards do? Switch to the target character, then that character uses a normal attack. Wow, that's actually really good. During this round, your current active character's next normal attack deals +1 damage. When a normal attack, the charge attack deals 1 additional damage. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, that. Now, can you switch to different characters so I can cryo more of them? Okay, cool. I won't use a plunging attack yet. I will save it. Okay. Oh no, jellyfish. That's actually really bad. Jellyfish can heal up, so the whole team very well. And do that. Oh no. But the bloom core goes on to Hopefully instead of me. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. I don't think it's a good thing. Okay. I'm gonna try hitting Okay, well that's not a good roll. Try hitting Pokemon with the ice and then playing the plunging attack. And then hitting them with super conduct. That's my plan. Frozen. Alright, well, that happened. Oh no, wait. Shoot, I don't have enough dice to act again. The target character's next 3 normal attacks cost 1 less unaligned element. Wait, these two do the same thing, but... Oh, during the round. Before this round. No, they do the same thing. Oh, next 3 and only 1. Okay. Well, I kind of want to... Oh, these are all good cards. I don't want to... I want to use this. Alright, you know what? I'll save it. Okay. Okay. Oh, right, that only does normal attack. Okay, so that's fine. Except I'm short on dice. This deck is not bad. I'm not saying it's great either, though. But I don't know. I'm not a professional at this, so... I mean, was there anything I could do, useful I could do with those last few dice? I don't really think so. Also, Ito, this deck you have is no card back. It's not even like a not fancy card back. You just don't have one. Alright, you got a lot of food in your deck. I didn't know there's so many food cards, but that's because I barely built a deck. Okay, I'll keep the Geo for now because I might want to switch to Ito this round. There we go. See, that was good. That was good. I got Electro. Now what do these do? Revives the target character and heals that for 1 HP. That's actually really good. Hang on. I didn't know they had the fried egg as a card. What's one ends? The target character double attacks deal +1 damage. Hang on. No, these just reduce the cost of dice. Okay, there's a lot of confusing things happening here. But I think what I want to do... I don't want to do a normal attack right now. There we go. There I go.
Nothing I've never seen.
Okay, I don't have a card that can heal up Razor, though. So maybe...
Take this, compadre!
This is a bad idea.
Watching.
Oh,
Well,
Lupica! My Lupica!
well, it was good while it lasted.
Oh, now you see what the champ is capable of!
You have my deck to thank for that.
Okay, let's see. Which card do we sacrifice? Okay, I want to use his burst. I want to heal up Razor. I'm gonna hang on to that for now. Okay, I'm not ever gonna use normal attacks that many times in a round in this, I think. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do this.
From whence you came.
Goodbye.
The fun is...
Boss, you're gonna lose if you keep this up.
Hey, chill. Let me show you what happens when numero uno goes mano a mano.
Hand to
Mano a
hand.
mano? We're still talking about cards, right?
Nah, he wants to arm wrestle next. I just know it. Uh-oh.
Rest and rebuild.
Jellyfish time. Well, if only I had a card that would give us 1 extra dice. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. Is this supposed to be 0? 0 dice. Oh, yeah, I thought it selected it. A dice. One of the dice. One of them. Okay, that's good. Oh, shoot, it's not the right type, though. Oh, wait! Wait, I forgot about this one! They can only use when somebody died that round. Okay, well, that's good. Well... then I didn't need to use the other card. I didn't need to use the card that reduces the dice then if I can only use if I had to use the card that gives me the extra Omni, but only when somebody dies. Alright, look. Work in progress. Work in progress. Now, is there any way to finish off this round, or do I have to go to the next round? Yeah, anything that deals damage right now. Alright, I yield for now. But I don't know, you're at 1 health. You're at 2
The
health.
scourge of evil remains.
So, It's actually pretty useful though to have all 3 of your cards are the same weapon type. Then you have to focus on only one weapon type, and you can focus more on like reactions and stuff.
Covenant of the Deep.
Nereid Ascension. I didn't know that's what her burst was called. That's really cool, actually. Okay, let's see. Hang on. Is there any option that could just take her out right now? Like if I play this first. And then... yeah, just do it. End him off quickly. The pain is over.
New strategy needed.
Alright, victory! Good game, Ito. I'm really glad we did that.
Huh. I can't believe I lost.
I can't believe I won with your
I
deck.
can't believe your deck won.
Yeah.
That takes some serious skill.
That actually wasn't too bad of a build. I mean, that shows
Anyway,
how
what
bad
are you
my
two
decks
doing
are.
here?
Actually, we were looking for Kokomi. Have you seen her around? Or, as Arataki numero uno idioso so eloquently called her, the Fish Lady.
You're one to talk, Lavender Melon.
Her match in the finals will be starting shortly, so she
I
can't
see
be far.
Kujo-Sara there.
Why don't you ask Kujo-Sara over there? The Tenryo Commission is in charge of managing access to the venue and maintaining order.
Hey, just remember that if you ever want to play another match, you can find me anytime.
Oh, I wish that was true. I wish, like, also when I was like doing like Yoimiya story quest too, I wish you could see like the playable characters just like in the world when they're not doing like quest stuff, and you could just like chat with them, say hello, all of that. Oh, the paintings. Hang on, I want to do the painting. What am I doing? Rotating. Okay. Okay, that doesn't fit. Okay, do that. Do medium. Number 2 will be medium. There we go. I just have a mind for this stuff. Alright, cool. Now what is it? Tenshukaku! A beautiful palace indeed. Alright, that's 1. What's the other one? These rotating ones are kind of hard. Okay. Except when it's kind of not. Okay, what options do we have here? No. Doesn't fit. Alright, that's fine. Okay, that one, this one. No. Good. And see, now you can see all the puzzle pieces kind of going together, right? Oh, I didn't use to use the first peg. Well, there we go. Oh, and of course, Sangonomiya Shrine at nighttime. That's actually a really beautiful one. Anyway. Now I know who's in this event. Let's No. A can stay. Shinobu and Ito, you can join us.
Step aside. Ito's back in town.
That you are. That you are. Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. We're looking for Kokomi. Have you seen her anywhere?
I saw her exit the venue after the semifinals, but she hasn't returned since.
Probably taking a break.
If you're looking for Her Excellency, I believe she's currently near the western shore of Rito.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, good to
Thank
see
you, Goro. It's good to see
Hello,
you.
you two. Is there something the matter?
No, we just wanted to say hello to Kokomi.
And wish her luck on the finals.
Now that I think about it, her opponent in the finals will be a tough one to beat.
Yes,
Who are you
indeed.
rooting for, Sarah?
Yeah, who are you rooting for?
Up till now, the almighty Shogun had my full support. But now that she's been eliminated from the tournament, in truth, I don't really care.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
pretty
for sure you'd be rooting for me,
indecisive too. No, after
I
what
certainly would, in the past.
I mean,
But now that the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi are on amiable terms, we're all friends.
Those are exactly Her Excellency's thoughts as well. The point of a game of cards between friends is to exchange skills and enjoy the game together. It's not about who wins or loses. She hopes that this spirit of friendly competition will define Inazuma going forward.
yeah, that's the
A
spirit.
commendable attitude.
I
Her
like that.
opponent is skilled in the art of deception. Even if she appears to have worry written all over her face, don't fall for it. She's likely trying to lead you into a trap.
Yes.
It's nice to see two generals who were once enemies on the battlefield now looking out for each other.
Yeah, I agree.
Do not be mistaken. I speak only in the interest of fairness. The moment I saw the name Sangonomiya on the list of competitors, I anticipated that she would make it into the finals to face the almighty Shogun.
That would also be
I've
quite the
watched
match to
every
see.
one of her matches. She constantly adapts her strategy and excels at employing rare and unusual tactics. But
That's
after
Kokomi.
the
She has a
almighty
mind for the
Shogun's
strategy
loss,
of this
I'm
game.
afraid that Lady Guji may also have caught wind of Kokomi's strategies.
Oh, so you want to make sure Kokomi's got intel on the other side too? Wow. Trust Sora to make sure everything is fair and above board.
That's right.
Thanks for your insights, General Kujo. I will be sure to pass them along to Her Excellency.
Don't mention it. The match will be starting shortly. Please, let her know to get back to the venue soon.
All right, then I'll get going.
And make sure you hide when Yaimiko shows up, Goro. Because it will not end well for you.
I hope the final goes smoothly.
Me too.
Everything should be fine. As long as that Oni manages to avoid causing a scene.
Don't worry, he has Shinobu with him, so we shouldn't have too much of an issue there.
What's up, compadre? You here to play another game?
No.
No worries. You go do what you gotta do.
But thank you.
I'll see you
The
later.
other one was fun. Okay. Kokomi. Soul of the deep. Well, she really is a cat. this tiny crack in the... She really is a cat. Can fit into... She is liquid. Can fit into any space. Whoops, I did not hold the button long enough to become cat. Kokomi! There you are. Hello!
Kokomi!
Paimon? Oh, and the Traveler's here too.
Hi!
Surprised to see us? We came to wish you good luck in the competition.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you doing out here, Kokomi? Taking in the view?
Yes, the soothing sound of the ocean's waves do make me feel peaceful. But I actually came here hoping to see Watatsumi Island.
Huh? Can you really see Watatsumi Island from here?
Can you?
Paimon take a look.
I'm not sure if you can, actually. The thing is, Watatsumi Island's
Can you see it?
geography is very, like, at sea level or below, so it might be harder to see along the horizon.
See. Oh, that must be Kanazuka. And
Yeah.
a little further than that, there's Yashiori Island.
You can see it all the way back there, but like I said, it's
Can't see
Well,
Watatsumi.
or maybe that's just the tail end of
Even
Yashiro
on a
Island.
perfectly clear day like this, you can't see Watatsumi Island from Narukami Island. Imagine trying to see it when the islands were surrounded by storms. Though the islands are on peaceful terms now, the dark clouds of war still linger in some people's hearts.
Wait, isn't that Watatsumi Island next to Seirai Island? Actually, no, it's not.
To reconcile.
Never mind, it's not. That's just Seirai
How
Island.
much
That's just
time
the
is needed
outer
when the
edges.
conflicting sides
Never
could
mind.
never even see each other.
Yeah, but that's the thing is Watatsumi Island, not only is it behind all the other islands, it's also not tall enough you could see it from behind. So, very metaphorical.
Oh, sorry. My mind was drifting to some more serious topics.
You didn't join the tournament just to play cards. You're competing for other reasons too.
Yes, I thought you might understand. Huh? What are you talking about?
Politics,
Who
Paimon.
wins and who loses isn't what's most important. What's important is that Her Excellency came here to compete with all of Inazuma watching.
Yes, more people will be traveling between Watatsumi and Narukami Island from this day forward. The point I hope to make is, even though we believe in different gods, we can all come together as friends by playing cards at the table. We should be willing to cooperate and assist one another in the future.
Yeah, that's a beautiful message, and I definitely think it will get across. Yeah, you're using a simple game of cards to drive major social change, and that's a perfect way to do it, because a simple game of cards is something that people understand and everybody's doing, so it's almost like analogous to what can be in real life.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Yes.
Besides, my passion has always been in tactics and strategy. How could I pass up the chance to play in a tournament for a strategic game like this?
Exactly. I knew you would make it to the end.
Yes, partly. You should be careful of that fox lady. Even Sarah warned us that she'll be a cunning opponent.
Fried tofu with
Yes.
all the
It
frills.
seems that you're not the only one who sees this tournament as a chance to resolve our differences, Your Excellency.
Oh, that's good to hear. Don't worry, Paimon. I've already thought of a variety of stratagems for the match.
And she has them all written down,
Wow.
probably.
Paimon's really looking forward
Well,
to
she
the
would
final
if she
now.
needed to communicate them to
And
everybody.
Paimon
Otherwise, they're
swears
probably
that
all in her
she's
head.
actually gonna see it this time, no matter what. Paimon won't let herself get distracted, not even by all the tasty snacks in Inazuma.
That's right, we're gonna see the final match.
Thank you. All right, let's go.
Charlotte, please don't interrupt us right now. We need to see a match of TCG. Alright, let's see. Return to the retail competition venue and attend the final. Alright, we're getting stuck. No, 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 no! Okay, pretty close. Ooh, an old
Inazuma's
film.
Archon bolts her way to the semifinals, only to be stunned by a crafty opponent. Ooh, that's a nice title.
That is really nice.
Inazuma
Hello,
won't be able to reach me in Fontaine, right?
I wouldn't test that.
I don't think the Electro Archon would get upset over a minor thing like this.
Yeah.
Hey,
She's
what are you
actually
two
pretty
chatting
lenient.
about? Oh, wait a second. The real question is, how many times are we gonna run into Kirara?
Every
Talk
time.
about a coincidence, right?
She
What are the
is
chances?
everywhere.
I interviewed a few people around Rito, but no more details on the card snatcher, unfortunately. After that, I ran into Kirara here. We got to chatting, and then I found out that she knew you too.
Yeah, the two of you
Sorry,
are
you said
two new
the
friends.
card snatcher? Oh, let Paimon explain.
Very long story. But maybe Kokomi can help us figure stuff out because she's good at piecing stuff together.
I think I already have some insights regarding the truth of this matter. Really? That fast? But it's a little complicated, and the finals are about to start. Let me put it this way, though. The key to this case
The key to this case?
is actually Kirara.
Kirara?
Huh? Oh, wait, what? Me?
Her?
Having chatted with Kirara, I was starting to think the same thing.
Sorry, I don't don't have time to explain now. We'll have to continue after the tournament's finished.
What do they mean by that? Other than unless it's the fact that Kirara shows up anywhere that the card snatcher has been. I mean, so do we. We also show up everywhere the card snatcher has been. Okay, so they're gonna have to elaborate more.
What should we do? Paimon's still trying to wrap her head around that.
Just watch Paimon and we'll think about it.
If only working off of what Paimon told her. How come Paimon can't find the answer? Oh, is Paimon really as dumb as a lavender melon?
No, Kokomi is just a genius. You can think about it later. It's okay, Paimon. No matter what, you'll always be our guide.
Welcome to the final round of the King of Invocations Grand Prix Inazuman Regional Final!
Yeah!
Our contestants are Guji Yai Miko of the Grand Narukami Shrine versus Sangonomiya Kokomi, Divine Priestess of the Sangonomiya Shrine.
Yay! The two pen pals are now going to face off.
Without further ado, let the final match begin!
Who's gonna win here? They're both very crafty.
Now, to find out who will play first.
You took your time. I was starting to wonder if you got lost walking on the seabed, Miss Soul of the Deep. You must be tired after the walk back to shore. Perhaps I should let you go first.
There's no need. I've heard that fried tofu with all the frills gets cold quickly. If we don't serve it right away, then I'm afraid it'll become a cold, greasy mess.
Round one, begin!
The two play a close and thrilling match of G's
And
Invocation.
the winner is
Is...
Sangonomiya Kokomi!
Kokomi!
The divine priestess
Congratulations!
from Watatsumi Island.
She won! Kokomi did it!
Yay!
Just seeing that Kitsune yokai made the fur on my tail stand on end.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, no worries. We were enthralled by that match, I am sure. Congratulations, Kokomi.
Thank you. Kokomi! That was a real nail-biter, but you did it! That Miko is a crafty one, pretending she had no strategy and letting one of her own character cards get defeated.
But I'm sure Kokomi
Then she played
saw
two
right
cards
through
from
that.
her
Oh
hand and
no,
Paimon
Paimon.
lost a character card.
Paimon.
She came pretty close
Paimon.
to turning
Paimon.
the
Paimon.
match around.
Paimon.
Goodness, what's all the commotion over here? Discussing something interesting behind my back?
Oh no.
Not at all. Paimon was just saying what a real pity it was that you lost.
It's no pity at all. It was just a little fun competition. We'll see who wins next time. What do you say, Miss Soul of the Deep? How about a rematch?
Definitely there will
This
be.
fried tofu with
There
all
will
the
definitely
frills
be a
hasn't gotten
rematch.
too cold, I would be happy to play. However, the traveler here is waiting for me to help them solve a puzzle they've been facing.
Oh, really? Then I won't disturb you.
Oh, what if Miko already knows the answer?
I'll go play with Goro instead.
No. Run,
It's been
Goro.
a while since I've seen those
Please.
fuzzy ears of his.
Please, go no.
Now, back to our conversation.
I'm so sorry, Goro.
Kirara, you've been delivering items between different nations for the past several days, correct?
That's right. I've had quite a few deliveries recently.
What have been
But
in your
What
deliveries?
does that have to do with the card
That might be
snatcher?
the key.
The strange thing is that Kirara's delivery route has coincided with the card snatcher's movements at every turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, and therein lies the clue.
I mean, it could just be a coincidence.
Kirara is the card snatcher?
No.
Huh? Hey, that's not true. I'm just out here doing my job. You can't just throw false accusations at a person. I mean, a yokai like
Yeah,
this.
that's right, Paimon.
Calm down, you two. Kirara's not the thief.
No, but she definitely has
Let me
clues.
ask you, Kirara. Have any of your packages in the past few days been from the same sender? Or were any sent to the same destination?
Let me think. Senders have all been different. But there's one destination that keeps coming up in every region I've been to.
And what's that?
Really? And what destination nation is that?
Adventurers Guild?
I'm not at liberty to give you the exact
Oh.
address, but I can tell you that it's in Sumeru.
Were the contents light? No larger than the size of an
She said in
envelope?
every region, so I thought maybe the Adventurers Guild, and they're running the
Wait.
tournament too.
You're not one of those yokai who has prophetic dreams, are you? I used to hear stories about that when I was curled up on my grandma's lap.
No, I'm only the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. I just like to read light novels and books about military strategy. Divination's not my field. Well, after all I've said so far, have you arrived at the same answer as me?
Oh no, this is the pose. This is the pose that Ether does when he's about to do like the thinking, connecting the bubbles thing. Alright, here we go.
Every nation Kirara visited had a parcel sent to Sumeru.
Interesting.
The contents were light and were no larger than an envelope.
Okay, probably means they are cards.
The contents were probably genius invocation cards.
I mean, yes, but I'm not sure how that narrows it down yet, considering everybody's playing the game right now.
We've run into Kirara multiple times throughout our trip.
Yes. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I hit the exit button instead. Does it keep my progress? It does. Okay, the card snatcher's actions.
We came to Inazuma because we tracked the thief here.
Right. But Kokomi plays on like a chessboard like 10 steps ahead, so we need to think more than just one step in front of us. The packages are associate. Okay. Associate.
There doesn't seem to be any more leads.
Hang on, trigger. Cancel association? Trigger association? Hang on, Kirara's actions. And the packages. Nope. Okay, Kirara's actions and... Well, the thief is using Komania Express, I mean... Yeah, okay, that is the conclusion, is that the thief seems to be wherever Kirara is. Maybe they are using the courier.
The thief is likely using Komania Express to send packages.
The package's contents are cards. The package's contents are cards, the truth behind the package.
Kirara's deliveries contain the treasure chest card backs.
Yeah. I thought I thought we already knew that. No, wait. No, it's because Ether is thinking about it step by step, whereas I'm processing this faster in my mind. But it's actually cool because this literally illustrates probably the thinking process that we do, but probably at like a faster computing speed. But yes. That's the conclusion.
Yes! You nailed
But still,
it.
that doesn't explain what the treasure chest card backs are.
Cardbacks we've been looking for have been right under our noses all along?
Well, we're not looking for the
But
card
there's still
backs.
one thing that doesn't quite
We're looking
add
for
up.
who wants them.
Kirara picked up her package in Mondstadt before we encountered the card snatcher. The timing doesn't make sense.
That's not true, though. Because Kirara picked up the package, and then we instantaneously met Charlotte afterwards when she said she heard about a card snatcher. Oh, but then we did meet a person? But that's what I mean, is like, I'm not sure. What if it's not the same person in all of the cases?
I've thought about that too. The way
Yes.
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 Just one thief involved.
There's not one, but multiple card snatchers. That's exactly it. I don't think it's the
Yes.
same person in all these
The person
cases.
you've been tracking most likely is one member of the group. It seems the other members had already obtained the cardbacks and sent them together.
Now that I think about it, collecting all those card backs across so many nations would be near impossible for just one person.
But why isn't the one we're following ever using Komania Express? Because he's too slow. He probably missed the arranged shipment date. Well, that's how I figure it at least.
Okay, but still, why
For
treasure
your
chest card
explanation,
backs?
He's only committed theft on one occasion, and there were even witnesses. After that, he's been trading or playing to collect the card backs. I suspect that this person isn't a very good thief. He probably used the mora he was given to arrange shipments with Komania Express as funds to use for trading.
And there's another question now. Why don't the other members just keep the cards and take them back to Sumeru themselves?
What do they want these cards
Unless
for?
there's a reason for them to stay.
Stay where?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm
This is
kind of
a question
losing
I'm
the,
still
the train
grappling
of
with
thought
now.
here.
What is the thief's objective? What kind of secret is hidden behind these card backs?
Yeah, that's my question.
Unfortunately, there's no way to know without seeing one for ourselves.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I can't just open a customer's parcel.
Unless
If the
we can
company
get
ever
a
found
search
out, I'd be
warrant.
fired on the spot.
Unless we get a search
I don't wanna
warrant.
Go back to being a yokai in the mountains of Inazuma.
A search
No,
warrant.
We don't want to cause you any trouble, of course. At this point, maybe it would be best for you all to accompany Kirara to Sumeru.
Well, seems like we're
idea.
going through our
Going to the
worldwide
delivery
tour.
location is the only lead worth following now. And if the recipient really is a bad guy, then Kirara could be in danger. We should come along to make sure you're safe.
I can beat up the bad guys.
Hey, I know my way around a fight too. I haven't had a single package stolen from me since I've started this job. Whenever someone picks on me thinking I'd be an easy target to take packages from, I send them running.
Either way, we are very curious and nosy, so we have to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Let me think about it. Alright, I'll let you come with me to the delivery point in Sumeru. But on one condition. You have to promise that you'll hide somewhere where the customer can't see you. Who's ever heard of a group of people delivering packages?
True.
No problem. You got it.
You got it.
Also, even if the customer is a bad guy and has stolen things, we should leave that for the local authorities to handle.
Absolutely. Thankfully, we know local authorities in every jurisdiction ever.
Next up, Sumeru.
Yeah.
Oh, we're really traveling all over the
This
place
is really
time.
fun. It's like our first like
Good luck.
worldwide kind of
You'll
event.
have to tell me how everything turns out the next time we meet.
We will. Thank you for your help, Kokomi. Yeah, I did suspect that there would be some sort of connection between Kirara's appearances and the card snatcher. So it's a group of people, and they're shipping the card backs to a location, and then staying put. Except for this one guy who doesn't have enough money to afford the delivery, so he's collecting the card backs by hand and by like winning games and trading, and he's gonna take them back in person himself. Is that am I getting the gist of that right? I hope.
General Kujo, could I have a word with you?
Yes. Congratulations on your victory, Sangonomiya Kokomi.
I wanted to express my gratitude for the helpful advice you provided before the match.
It was nothing. Anyone with a good head on their shoulders knows that skill and strategy ultimately determine the winner. In any case, it was an exciting match to watch.
Yes.
It was unfortunate that you didn't register for the tournament as well.
I'm afraid I'd be no match for you.
Don't say that. You're not so different from me. Seeking chances to hone your skills in the game, considering countermeasures, and competing with others as if they're friends?
Perhaps you have a point. In that case, let's play a match of Genius Invocation before you depart for Narukami Island.
Well, have fun.
It would be my pleasure.
Have fun. Alright, who else? Eureka. Don't forget about the hand looking. You don't have new dialogue even though you're standing in the middle of all of this. Alright, is there new chapters of the books? No. I've only ever gotten the one.
Woo! That match between Fox Lady and Fish Lady really got my blood racing. The sweat's practically boiling off my forehead.
Yes. I'm sure all of Rito knows how excited you are.
You did good
But the
too,
game's all
Ito.
waiting for us. We should be heading back now.
They can wait a little longer. At least let my compadre and I play one last match. You can't say no to that. Pretty please?
I will invite you to this place in Mondstadt and we can have our next duel there. Oh, it has like this cool little like new area temple thing. It's like really cool.
Fine.
Oh, I feel bad.
It's okay, I don't blame you. But you should probably leave. You don't want to see a grown Oni cry.
I'm sorry, Ito. You can play with the Shinobu. Gucci Yaimiko. We're facing Sakurame. Okay. Free gift of forbidden dice with each purchase. I'll always support Yaimiko-sama. Welcome you wins. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is and bet on it? Loser pays for dinner. Yeah, there's no official betting for this, I think. Oh. Eureka, you moved! I forgot she could do that. Please submit your completed forms here. Alright. Did that in record speed. Alright, just one more region to go, though. Not enough for the crown. Okay. We gotta do some fun things, like, getting our new stamp, right? I want the stamp. The route of the scenic tour near Grand Narukami Shrine. Ooh. I like when there's like time trials that let you fly around an area. So that's fun. We get to tour around the Grand Narukami Shrine all over again. Right? What is that? Oh, that must be it. Sorry, it looks like some sort of flare, but I can tell now it's actually just the red time trial thing. I thought it was like some sort of campfire from afar. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's go as fast as we can. See, I try to admire the scenery sometimes, but then sometimes that makes me lose the time trial as well. Or like, not lose, but get off track. And, well, that's not what I want. Okay. Go here. Now we're gonna soar upwards. Whee! Oh, I still have so many beautiful, nostalgic memories of traveling through Inazuma for the first time. Those were good days. I mean, I've had so many good memories in this game too. Oh no, it's raining. All right. Well, here we go. Our stamp. There we go. A shrine.
My fur's all wet. Do you want a box to hide in too?
A box to hide in? Actually, yes, I would love a box to hide in. I do not know if I would fit as well as a cat, or if I would enjoy it as much as a cat. But I would definitely, it's the thought that counts.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of illusion.
No one interrupted her. I thought, okay, well, she was gonna strike something down and then not strike something down. Let's see. All right, that's one stamp completed. Oh, that should be enough to get the crown now. All right, the crown is mine. And with that, I am now the Genius Invocation TCG champion for sure. That's what that means. What else? We gotta fight. Alright, back to Mondstadt. We gotta fight again. Hello. We are going to win with the dice this time. Here we go. So now we know that Ito loves collecting the TCG cards, but he might need to build a better deck. But on the other hand, I actually liked his deck. But as I said, that might just be a sign that my decks are not that good. Alright. The rulebook rules are made to be broken. Okay, Ruin Grader, Hilly Churl, okay. Elemental Mastery, Cast of Wisdom, crit damage, attack, okay. Elemental Mastery, well, how about it's time then to bring out my Bloom team. Is it? Is it really? Would I bring out Kazuha? Maybe I bring out Kazuha. Maybe I bring out Kazuha and I'll bring out A. I feel like I used Nahida and A already. Well, I can't help it. They're just good characters. Like, actually good for these kinds of events. So, that's how it happens.
Everyone hold hands.
Okay, I see a lot of Electro, so let's do that.
Clouds high, the birds call, into the wind.
Now you shall perish.
This is going very well. Because Elemental Mastery is good for Dendro and Animal characters, so...
Illusion shattered.
As I think. I don't know. I just...
All eyes on me.
I just do things until it works. No!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Don't hurt Nahida.
Wind knows
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
There's too much going on. I can't switch between all my characters fast enough.
wind and cloud. One with
And this button too.
Dance with the waves. Inazuma shines eternal.
Goodbye.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Oh, you can't even do your thing yet.
This dance is for you.
There you go.
This might hurt a little. Sharing my knowledge.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
I don't even know what you're doing with the blue button and the down there even does. I just click it when it's charged up because it's probably something helpful.
One with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Here. Dance with the waves.
How's my score right now? Is it good? Is it okay? Uh-oh, we don't have much time left. Alright, all Electro, just go all out.
Torn to oblivion.
I don't think we can get it.
Erase all
Oh, we did! We did it! Whoa. We shredded through that Ruin Grader. Gold! With a very high score. I like that. Alright, good. Alright, we're gonna do our card match and then we will see what is going on in our final episode in Sumeru. Alright, let's see. What's this? Okay, what can we buy with this? We can get... Well, I mean, we're gonna finish this event, so we're gonna get everything. There was a time when you couldn't even get Dendro gems because there were just no Dendro characters. I'm glad that's changed. Okay. Go to Inazuma. Now we will do the 0 hour invocation. Omni dice only. That actually makes the matches go much faster. 0 hour invocation. Alright, who do I want to pick? Sechu To.
We're in a real
Oh,
competition.
hello, Ayaka.
So please don't feel obliged to go easy.
Oh, but Ayaka, the card is not an option. Oh, because she's using it, of course. I have never used some of these cards. Okay, we're gonna pick A, because I've never used her. Enjo, for sure. And Eula. Now, is this a good team? Probably not. I just picked the characters I've never tried out before, but I would like to. What does Sealy do? After your character uses a skill, this card will accumulate 1 treasure clue. This card has stored 3 treasure clues. Discard this card and draw 3 cards. Do I need 2 of those, really? No, I really don't. Okay, great. Well, maybe I should pick Enjo first. Actually, no. Why do you only have 6 health? I see your hand. Okay, what does this do? Yeah, Aegis of Abyssal Flames, the character. She has this card, triggers Fiery Rebirth. Discard this card and apply it to the character. Alright, well, that sounds defensive, but I don't know.
Let the flames of redemption rage!
From the ashes to this world anew, or something. I don't remember. Let's see. Fire? Oh gosh, that's even worse. Oh no. Oh, it applied that to him. I thought that was a skill or something. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything about these cards. Oh, this is 0. Well, what are all of these called? No. Okay, so none of these are actually even... Well, he already has that Aegis thing, though. I just saw him apply it. I don't need 2 of these, then. Alright, then. You know what? Sorry, I do have the right one selected. No, this one. Alright, then. I'm gonna turn everything to Pyro, then. Why not? There's probably plenty of reasons why not. Physical damage or piercing damage. This card gains once respiration. I should play all these. Because those just last the whole game anyway, right? I need 4. No, don't be rash. I don't need to waste it right now. Although he's gonna die because he only has 6 health. Alright. So I don't have the capacity to thinking many steps ahead. So we're just gonna think like 1 or 2 steps ahead.
The power of flame compels you.
My apologies.
Wow, I have 4 dice left. There's literally nothing I can do about it. I have no way to convert the dice or use them in any way. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't think too short term.
I'll finish with this.
See, okay, but on the other hand, I did tell you, this is just not looking good for Enjo with his 6 health.
The fate of this world is already...
Oh. See, I didn't know that's what it does. If I knew that's what it does, I wouldn't have wasted the 2 cards. If I knew that his shield healed him. But now that I think about it, that makes absolutely perfect sense, because just how the character cards do exactly what the playable characters do. That's exactly what the Flame Abyss Lecter does. So maybe that was not so smart. And you still haven't switched out Ayaka. Okay. What does Ningguang do? Okay, let's not waste that right now. We have a good hand. We're gonna use that when we need it.
Now is the time for my second coming.
I don't know what those things do.
Take flight.
Alright, he's dead for real, because I didn't have any of those cards to replenish his shield. I think that's what those would have done.
Stay close.
I will not allow myself to fall behind today.
Well, for your sake, I hope so too. Okay, now I don't need this. Now I can definitely use it to tune. And... oh, it applies it to herself. Oh, no. Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Illusion shattered.
Oh, the Sealy friend. Thank you. There's not much else I can do. Shift it. I can't shift it. So I will just end my turn. Alright, your turn. Let's see how this goes. Uh-oh. That's not looking good. And she has a few more of those. Oh no. Those tornado swirls. Okay, that. Now the Electro should overload, right? Alright, that wasn't bad. Okay, melt, not so good. And then the fire is gonna come in, right? Oh no. Okay, good. Alright, not bad at all. We do not start first. Well, I start first most of the time.
Inazuma shines eternal.
That's right. She heal herself up. Okay, I gotta switch to Eula, even though Eula's physical, and she might be able to also do the super conduct as well. And then just hit them with normal attacks. Finally, a character that actually uses normal attacks. Oh, but that's not enough. Would this be enough? It would be enough. Okay, well, I can't use this anymore. And then we're gonna use this. Or can we use this? Save that for later.
Shudder.
Because this time we can just hit him with that. With the super conduct. Alright. Alright, okay, that's bad. Hang on. Do these cards help me? I can't use any of these. Okay, but I don't think as of right now they can do anything to... Okay, I'm not in a good position right now. Uh-oh.
I'll be back with a vengeance.
It's okay. The losers get prizes in this game mode too, right? Right? I'm bad at this game.
Were you distracted during our match?
Yes.
I could tell.
Still thinking about last time we didn't duel. We fought alongside each other. At any difficulty, achieve victory. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to do that at some point then. Alright. Oh, that was quite the defeat there. Oh, I was so close too. You know, if I gotten Eula's burst off before they could attack, I definitely would have won, but that's not how the game works. That's not how the game works. You make one mistake, it costs you your life. Not my life, but now how am I gonna get those tickets? Alright, I will see you for the final episode in Sumeru. We'll probably meet Sino there. I used Forbidden Hand at the opportune moment. See you then. I'm gonna go try and win again now. Bye.